Homework 8, Section 7.3, Simple Interest, Video 4. The simple interest formula calculates simple interest, as its name implies. But like most formulas, you can use them to calculate other values as well. In general, whatever variables a formula includes, which in this case is interest, principal, interest rate, and time, that formula can be used to solve for any of the variables provided you know the other three. For example, let's take a look at a problem where we're calculating the principal, where we're computing the principal in a loan. The interest on a loan is $93.50. If the interest rate is 5.5%, and I did mention that it's simple interest, in the next series of videos we'll see another type of interest, and the term of the loan is 2 years, calculate the principal. Well, just like the simple interest problems that we've seen before, you should start by identifying the values that you're given in terms of the variables in discussion. For example, when we say the interest on a loan is $93.50, that's the value of capital I. If the interest rate is 5.5%, that's the value of lowercase r. But keep in mind, we'll need to turn that into a decimal before we do any calculations. And if the term is 2 years, then this is the value of t. And we're being asked to calculate the principal. So in other words, we want to know what p equals. Universally speaking, in terms of algebra, the trick to knowing one value is to connect it to the values that you do know with an equation. And in this case, the equation is capital I equals P times R times T. So if we insert the three values that we know, capital I is 93.50. We don't know the principal, so we'll let it sit there for a minute. The interest rate is 5.5%, but as a decimal, we would have to move the decimal 2 places to the left and get 0.055. And then the term is 2 years, so we'll put a 2 here. Now, time for just a little bit of algebra. In order to solve for one of the variables inside of PRT, you need to first multiply the two numbers that you do know on the right side. Go ahead and turn that into a single number. So we have 93.50 is equal to P times whatever that product is, and that product should be exactly 0.11. Yes, 0.11. But now we have to get the p by itself, and many of you probably remember some of your basic algebra rules. For example, in an equation, if you want to get rid of a number that's multiplied, you have to do the opposite. And the opposite of multiplying, of course, is dividing. So now we're going to divide both sides by the number that's preventing the letter from being by itself, in this case the 0.11. The 0.11s cancel. Technically they become the number 1, but that disappears too. And that leaves capital P on the right side of the equation. And on the left side we just have a division problem. Thank you, calculator. 93.50 divided by 0.11 is exactly 850. And so the original principal was $850. Be careful for other things, issues that we ran across before, such as if your interest rate is a mixed number, you will need to divide the fraction to turn it into a decimal first. Or if the time is given to you in months, then you would have to divide it by 12 to convert it into years. For example, if this had said 18 months, then we could have put 18 divided by 12 here and done all of the calculations in one move.